out in the highways and byways of life. Many are weary and sad. Carry the sunshine where darkness is rife, making the sorrowing glad. Make me a blessing, make me a blessing out of my life. May Jesus shine. Make me a blessing, Savior, I pray. Make me a blessing to someone today. Amen. Well, good to see you this morning. Cold where I am, probably cold where you are, but it's a great day. This is the day that the Lord's made. He's given it to us, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. You know, in many ways, I'm amazed at the goodness of God. God is really good. And I found out at a very early age, I discovered the Holy Spirit was good. The psalmist said, "Oh, taste and see the goodness of God." The Holy Spirit's good. And you know, I'm reminded of a service I was in some time back with a guy by the name of Rick Gordon. Very talented evangelist, musician. He was playing a keyboard and was singing through a voice modulator, which made his voice sound like there was really four singing instead of just one. It was beautiful. It reminded me of a lady that I had knowledge of. I saw her on television one time or two. And she was talking about her mother-in-law. And she said in the last days of her mother-in-law's life, she was in a nursing home. Now, she was very wealthy. They were a very wealthy family. They owned a chain of department stores in the East, and they made a lot of money. And the mother-in-law told the daughter-in-law one day, she said, "You know," said, "I've had a good life. I've been a good wife. I've been a good mother." But she said, "I have never been happily married." And she went on to tell her, she said that the man she wound up marrying just wasn't her pick. It was her parents' pick. But she said that as she was in the nursing home, whenever the daughter-in-law was in town, because she was always out preaching, she had a lot of engagement. She was a very sought-after speaker. But when she was in town, she would spend the evenings with her mother-in-law in the nursing home, and they would have delightful conversations. She said one night she was visiting with her mother-in-law, and said the 9 o'clock bell rang, and that was when all the guests had to leave. She was going out the front door. And the head nurse stopped her and said, "Oh," said Mrs. Latier, said, "Do you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you." She said, "Sure." And she said, "You know," she said, "the other night we thought we'd do something special for all the residents of the nursing home. And we had them dressed up nice, so they looked nice. They had suits on. They looked like, you know, evening wear. And said we had all the tables in the dining room covered with white tablecloths. It was beautiful. A special meal." And said they laughed, they ate, they drank their coffee and lemonade. Said they had a good time. He said, "We had a little entertainment." And said, "I did not know that your mother-in-law sang opera." And the daughter-in-law looked at the head nurse and said, "She what?" She said, "Yeah," she said, "she sings opera. She's a very good opera singer." And her daughter-in-law said, "I never knew that." And so afterwards, her daughter-in-law made a little investigation of her mother-in-law's earlier life. Found out that she went to school, went to an Ivy League school back east. She had 4 years of college and she had 4 years of opera. And what she liked most of all in college was opera. Said she was in some big productions. And all of them the college had, said she was a major part of the opera, the drama. Said she was good. But said when she got married, she said she quit singing, never told her family anything about it, just didn't talk about it. It was over. But the head nurse said that after she sang, she said, all the residents clapped. They appreciate her singing. And said she took a deep bow out for a long time, came up and smiled, and said just went off, left, went up to her room and went to bed. And shortly thereafter, just a matter of weeks, the old lady died. And I heard the daughter-in-law tell about this on nationwide television. And she said, you know, said the sad thing was that her mother-in-law went to her grave with the music still in her. It was in her as a young lady, as an opera singer in college. It was really in her all those years. But she said she went to her grave with the music still in her. And I thought, you know how sad it is. But you know what? I know that there's music in you. There's giftings and callings in you. I've always wanted to be a witness. I've always wanted to be a witness publicly and a witness secretly. That's why I have key scriptures printed up little 3x5 cards in various pastel colors, attractive. And I like to give them out. I'll go into a place and I'll put 3 or 4 of them behind the pork and beans. If I'm in a food store or if I'm in a McDonald's, always leave them at the table. I give them to the clerks. When we fly from here to Atlanta or here to Houston, where we fly, I give them out on the airplanes. And I have had favorable response from these cards. It's just something in me that I want to do. I know there's something in you want to do. And I urge you, do it. Let it out. Don't wait too late. Now I want to sing a little song. And this is what the Lord said. Out in the highways and byways of life, many are weary and sad. Carry the sunshine where darkness is rife, making the sorrowing glad. Make me a blessing, make me a blessing out of my life. May Jesus shine. Make me a blessing, Savior divine. Make me a blessing to someone today. That's what we want to be. And in 2016, let's be a witness. Don't go to bed. Don't go to the grave with the music, with the gifting still in you. God bless.